In marine racing, this is known as an outboard performance craft. 18 feet long and powered by a high-performance outboard that puts out more than 250 horsepower. It weighs less than 600 pounds. While underway at speed, if it strikes a small, solid object in the water, the hull will be severely damaged. If it strikes a larger solid object, it'll disintegrate. It is designed and powered to be driven in excess of 120 miles per hour. Every year, in races all over the world, men climb into the cockpits of such boats and do just that. Why?
Let's hear once again for another one of these fabulous starts. Coming up now on 1 minute, we have 10 seconds to the 1 minute gun. 10 seconds to the 1 minute gun, drivers. Fire. And we have 1 minute coming down now on the final 50 seconds. And now those butterflies really start getting big. Flapping inside and nervous tension. Will that engine start when I push the button? Will it take off? I've got to keep my eye on the boat on my right. I've got to make a good, safe start. Got to get up there. Coming up now on 30 seconds to the start. Each driver is obligated to watch the driver on his right all the way up the river. And coming up now on 20 seconds. Slim Betker, drivers, wishing you well, good luck, a good safe place in 15 seconds. Now for the final countdown. Here we come up for 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1.
Manufacturers of outboard motors foster outboard racing and field professional, well-supported teams is easy to understand. It's a highly competitive industry, and any new improvement in outboard performance gives the company who developed it a tremendous sales edge in the marketplace. So, like their counterparts in the automotive field, the manufacturers are constantly striving to perfect race-proven innovations in outboard propulsion. But what about the drivers? What motivates them? Some of them, like the orange-helmeted Team Mercury drivers, have already become legends in racing circles. Bill Siebold of St. Louis, Missouri. More than 44 records in worldwide competition.
My due, Division 1, world champions. One of the greatest guys around, Billy Siebold.
Earl Bentz, Nashville, Tennessee, the youngest member of the team. His first year out as a driver, Earl won 16 races in a row, including the big St. Louis Grand Prix. And Reggie Fountain, Greenville, North Carolina, two-time world champion. These men, along with Team Mercury's two European circuit drivers, Englishmen Tom Percival and Roger Jenkins, both multiple record holders, all have one thing in common. Regardless of the obstacles, they go flat out to win. And again, in international races, both here and abroad, they've brought great honor to the United States. Yet, unlike other competitive sports, no racing boat driver, factory or independent, ever got rich in a cockpit. Why then do they do it? Why do they participate in what some writers have called the most dangerous sport in the world? We put that question to Team Mercury driver Reggie Fountain.
You know, I like to push myself. I really start out each day by pushing myself 4 or 5, sometimes 6 miles, always trying to better myself. I love to win. Damn, I love to win. And the more difficult it is to do, the more I enjoy doing it. I find outboard racing to be absolutely the most challenging type of racing around today, and I've tried stock car racing and track. Just look at all the different elements that have to be controlled and considered in order to win. The tremendous power of a high-performance engine, the tricky aerodynamic characteristics of the hull, and then the proximity of all those other boats around you. And the whole thing going on in a constantly changing environment where the water can be so choppy, it feels like someone is trying to tear the wheel out of my hands. Or as flat as a paved racetrack like the one I ran on at Daytona Beach, Florida. The feeling when you're out there on the water doing well over 100, it's incredible. The danger in racing is always there. I accept that, but I don't dwell on it. Once you're on the way to the starting line, you can't think about the danger anymore. If you do, you're a loser. I'm out to win.
And here is the overall winner of the Formula
Reggie Fountain and the other Team Mercury drivers are good out there. Very good. In 1978, the team walked away with every major unlimited boat racing title in the United States and many major European events as well. In outboard racing, the drivers are definitely the superstars. But like superstars in every field, the record-breaking performances they turn in depend on much more than their own skills. It also takes a lot of hard work by a lot of other people. One of those people is Jim Shunke, the Mercury High Performance Group's crew chief.
There are times like when I'm down to the shop at 3 in the morning to get the boats and gear loaded on the road. I think to myself, why am I doing this? Then, during a race, when we bring a driver in for a pit stop, and every fraction of a second counts, I know why I do it. Because me and the rest of the guys in the crew are key members of a winning team that's the best in the business, and I like that. I get a lot of satisfaction out of it.
When Team Mercury is scheduled to race, the job of the crew is to get all boats and equipment to the site in advance and begin final preparations. They check everything, make any necessary modifications, and continue peaking the engines to their top potential. As race time approaches, the tempo increases. The drivers check and recheck and begin inspecting and testing their boats. And then the man who calls the shots arrives. Gary Garbrick, Mercury's director of racing, the team strategist.